Have you ever had one of those days where your mind feels like a jumbled mess of thoughts, worries, and to-do lists that never end? It's like you can't catch a break, right? Your brain is constantly racing, and no matter how much you try to focus, everything just feels chaotic. I get it. I've been there, and it's honestly one of the most frustrating feelings ever. But what if I told you that getting mental clarity doesn't have to be this complicated, overwhelming process? What if I told you that it's actually ridiculously simple to find calm in the storm of your thoughts? I know, you're probably thinking, yeah, sure, sounds easy when you say it like that. But hear me out. I'm about to share some game-changing tips that can clear up that mental clutter in no time. And the best part? It won't take a week of deep meditation or some intense mental workout. It's much simpler than that. Let's dive in. So, let's paint a picture. Picture yourself waking up, but instead of starting your day with that familiar whirlwind of thoughts about your responsibilities, your deadlines, or all the things you forgot to do yesterday, you wake up feeling clear, calm, like your mind is ready to tackle the day with ease. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the kicker. It doesn't have to be a dream. Mental clarity is something you can have right now today. And honestly, it's way simpler than we often make it out to be. Here's the thing. A lot of the time, we make mental clarity sound like this elusive goal, like it's something we have to chase down through long hours of intense focus or some complicated routines. But the truth is, the path to mental clarity isn't about doing more. It's about doing less. At least less of the things that make your mind go into overdrive. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how do I actually get there? Great question. I've got you covered. Start with clearing physical clutter. I know. This doesn't sound like a mind thing at first, but hear me out. How many times have you felt like your head was in a fog, only to look around and realize your space is cluttered, messy, or disorganized? It's like your brain picks up on the mess, and suddenly everything feels overwhelming. It's almost like your external environment is reflecting how your internal world feels. The cool thing is, when you take 5 minutes to clear up your space, whether that's your desk, your bedroom, or just a little corner of your house, your brain will start to feel lighter. It's like a quick reset for your mental space. When you see things organized around you, your brain gets the hint that it's time to do the same. You don't need a deep cleaning spree, just a little declutter to help shift your focus and create a calmer environment for your thoughts to thrive. You might be surprised at how much this simple act can actually boost your mental clarity. It's like putting a fresh coat of paint on a canvas that's been gathering dust for too long. Here's a big one. How often do you find yourself juggling multiple tasks at the same time? Trying to answer emails while listening to a podcast, checking social media while making dinner, all while stressing about the laundry that needs to be done. It's a lot, right? Multitasking might seem like it's helping you get things done faster, but the reality is it's draining your mental energy and making things feel way more complicated than they need to be. If you really want to clear up mental clutter, you need to let go of this idea that you have to do everything at once. Instead, focus on one thing at a time. Now, I know this can be tough, especially if you're someone who's used to jumping from task to task, but hear me out. It's so worth it. Try this. The next time you're working on something, set a timer for, say, 15 or 20 minutes, and focus solely on that one task. No distractions, no checking your phone, just 20 minutes of dedicated attention. And when the timer goes off, take a quick break. This simple method, sometimes called the Pomodoro technique, helps you get out of that constant task-switching mode and keeps your mind focused on what matters. You'll get so much more done, and you'll feel way less mentally drained. It's amazing how quickly you can clear up mental clutter when you stop dividing your focus all the time. Give it a shot, and you might find your mind feeling a lot more calm and collected. We live in an age where information is constantly coming at us from every direction. News updates, social media, podcasts, emails, texts. It can feel like we're bombarded 24/7. And the thing is, all this information overload can cloud your mind and make it feel like you're carrying around a ton of mental weight that you don't even need. So here's the deal. If you want mental clarity, it's time to cut down on unnecessary noise. You don't have to know everything about everything. You don't have to keep up with every headline or scroll through every social media post. If it's not serving you, it's probably just contributing to the clutter. Try setting boundaries with your information consumption. Maybe you only check your email at certain times during the day, or set specific periods where you scroll through social media. This will help you avoid constantly feeding your brain with random, unimportant stuff. The less you feed it, the more space your mind has to focus on what truly matters. Okay, this one might sound a little woo-woo, but trust me, it works. Breathing is one of the simplest ways to clear your head, and yet most of us don't even realize we're breathing wrong. Think about it. How often do you take a moment to breathe deeply, to truly focus on your breath? If you're like most people, the answer is probably never, or at least not enough. When we're stressed or anxious, our breath becomes shallow and rapid, and that only feeds into the feeling of mental chaos. But when you focus on taking deep, slow breaths, it's like you're hitting the reset button for your nervous system. You're telling your body, it's okay to calm down, everything's fine. A quick, effective breathing exercise to help you find mental clarity goes like this. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. Repeat this for just a minute or two, and notice how your mind starts to settle. It's like magic. Your body relaxes, your thoughts slow down, and you can feel the fog start to clear. Try this next time you're feeling overwhelmed and see how it helps. Here's the thing. Clearing mental clutter isn't a one-time fix. It's a habit. It's something you need to prioritize every single day if you want to maintain that sense of clarity. So, take a few minutes each morning or evening to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are there any thoughts that need to be cleared away? Are there any small actions you can take to make your mental space more peaceful? This doesn't need to be a long, drawn-out practice, but just a few minutes of checking in with yourself can go a long way. It's about making mental clarity something you regularly nurture, not something you hope will just magically happen. See? Mental clarity really is ridiculously simple. It's not some unattainable goal, and it doesn't require a huge effort. It's all about creating space in your mind by making small, easy changes to how you live your day-to-day life. Clear your physical space. Focus on one thing at a time. Breathe deeply. Limit unnecessary information. And most importantly, prioritize your mental space. Give these things a try, and I promise you'll start to feel lighter, more focused, and ready to take on the day with a sense of clarity you never thought possible. So, what do you think? Ready to simplify your mind? Let me know in the comments how you're going to clear the clutter in your own life, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on how to live your best, most clear-headed life. Catch you in the next one.